Begin by looking at coin market cap, and we began the week at 25 cents, and currently Cardano sits at 24 cents. So just a slight downtrend over the last 7 days. We'll get into a little bit more detail on ADIS stat. So on ADIS stat, we can see that the price of Cardano is at 24 cents with a market cap of 8.7 billion. Currently, the circulating supply is 35 billion and the total amount staked is 22.6 billion Cardano. The amount of holders just slightly under 2.6 million, and the pools where you can stake slightly under 3,000. Now, the next epic rewards will be in the next 2 days at the time of this recording. And if we look at the transactions in the past epics, you can see the amount has increased, but the transactions are down. And recently, if you follow me on X, you can see that I posted that a lot of whales dumped Cardano. So those are the stats on ADIS stat. But again, we're weekly recapping the NFT market activity. So let's jump into the JPEG store. So over the last 7 days, again, the Ape Society remains at the top. I mentioned Toolheads last week. All right, so if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and link it up above. That way you can know what's going on with them. But this week, the expression, new kid on the block is House of Titans. So let's go ahead and look into that project here. All right, and you can see that this is what the art looks like. And I see a lot of people picked them up actually. So just scrolling down so you can see the art. Some pretty cool traits on there. I'm a fan of cigars, I'm a fan of suits. And this is what the art looks like. In case you're looking to pick one up, feel free to explore. But House of Titans step forth into a Game of Thrones style world where you can choose and identify with the house that resonates with you. How deep down the rabbit hole are you ready to go? So I don't know much about the project. If you want to make a specific video just on House of Titans, go ahead and let me know. But you may have seen this image around. It's been trending for a while, so there's been a huge buildup, and mint day finally came. If you're trying to pick one up, the floor price currently is at 148, and they're slightly under 18% listed, which I feel is a pretty strong amount as far as what's listed, and lets you know that you have a majority of diamond hand holders. So congratulations to that community, and if you pick one up, let me know in the comments below. I definitely want to see who is holding a House of Titans NFT. All right, so let's go and move on to CNFT tools so you can go over the upcoming mints. All right, so the upcoming projects over the next 7 days, we have Woofies here. All right, and they're minting on September 15th, so that's later this week. Then we have Eternals. They're also minting later this week. All right, so you can use CNFT tools to come out and find out what is minting this week and what the price of that mint will be. All right, so you have the Abantu tribe and you have Dragon Generation as well. So if that's something you're looking to get into, feel free to check out CNFT tools and see what the upcoming mints are all about. Now, let's go ahead and move on to OpenCNFT.io. And we can see the volume is down almost 30% over the last 7 days, and that's slightly under 3.5 million ADA. The trades are also down 13,638, so that's almost 16% decrease over the last 7 days. And the NFT sold only 15,242. That's about a 10% decrease from the previous week when I mentioned this video. The peak volume, I believe this is roughly where the bottom is at. I don't see a number usually below this, but the peak volume was 668,000, and we can see that happened on September 7th, and a lot of that has to do with the minting of House of Titans. Now, the other one that I use to share information, which is jungle.io, it doesn't load, so I'm not even going to show you that, but this is just a brief recap of what's going on with the price of Cardano and the NFT market. Why this specifically is because a lot of people join crypto, join blockchain, join Web3 through NFTs first. So I think it's pretty beneficial to recap these weekly and introduce people into the Cardano ecosystem. But that's it for this week's video, winners. Thank you so much for your support. See you next week. Stay winning.